Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. Hope you all have been doing well. Today I'm gonna do another Third Age battle, because that's pretty much all I've done so far. So big surprise there. So today we're gonna do a 1v1 at Minas Tirith, and if you look back there, it's really cool, honestly. Like, I'm impressed that people were able to build this. Like, I can't even figure out how to turn my toaster on sometimes. And you see that little fire arrow right there that I'm circling with the mouse? That has actually proved something that I've been really questioning my entire life that I've played this, is whether or not these towers actually shoot, which in fact, they do. So mystery solved. Oh, it looks like we got another one shooting over there. Anyway, so we're going to go over the army comps before the battle gets started. So I am playing as Mordor. I'm the attacker. I'm bringing some Uruks, which are some like heavy infantry from Mordor. I've got some Morannon Guard, which are some armored spearmen, basically. I've got some more Uruks, some more Morannon Guard, and some more Morannon Guard on the siege towers. And then back here, I've got a couple of Orc Maulers, which are some really crappy Orc infantry. In reality, all Orc infantry is crappy, but these guys just are like the least shiny turd, And then I have back here, this is some of my more elite units. I've got some Uruk archers, which I was planning on like putting on the walls and shooting down into the settlement if he defended the first layer. And then I have some Uruk halberds, which are they're just a pretty solid infantry all around. You can use them to fight other infantry, you can use them to fight cavalry, you can use them to fight your ex-wife, And back here I have 2 more units of Uruks just as reserve, and then I have 2 units of Olag High, which are these really nicely armored trolls. But I just noticed this the other day. It looks like they're kind of wearing like track pants or something. Like, look at that red line right there. Interesting, huh? Maybe it's like 10 men inside of a troll instead of an actual troll. They're wearing a troll suit, And then I have a ballista back here, just because why not? I love myself some ballistas. And I think I had Nazgul as my general somewhere. Yep, all the way up here. There they are. Look at those little bastards. Nice little Nazgul unit right there with my general. The reason he's so close to the wall is because orcs are they're really crappy, and especially when fighting against really elite units, which is what Arnor has, they will break very easily. So I put my Nazgul up really close to the siege tower so he can rally the troops so they don't break. Alright, now to my enemy. This guy played Arnor, Kyle Zim 71, commanding Arnor. He brought a couple units of Arnor Knights. Some Arnor pikemen in the front right here by the gate, ready to hold them in a nice V formation. V formation's really good. He brought a couple of Dunedain Rangers, some Arnorian heavy archers, some battle-ready Dunedain. These are really good. Second best infantry, I think, that Arnor can bring, which is, I guess, debatable. Depends on where you're standing. And he also has some more Dunedain Rangers, some more Arnorian archers, and some more battle-ready Dunedain. And then down here, he has some Arnor men-at-arms, which are some good Arnorian infantry. They're pretty heavily armored. And then these right here are the best Arnorian infantry, some dismounted Dunedain Knights. Look at those guys. Aren't they cool looking? Got the nice shields and stuff on their shield, or I mean, trees on their shields, not shields on their trees. All right, and then up here he has, nice camera angle there. He's got 4 units of archers and a catapult. I can't really say I agree with this archer placement up here, because in a siege battle, you're going to want your archers firing straight off the bat, and especially because up here, I found that only about 2 units of archers here are actually able to be used in personal experience. So he probably should have put the archers down here to fire into my guys once my siege towers got to the walls. But you win some, you lose some, yeah? And here's his general with, bodyguards. Creative unit name, eh? Alright, let's get this started. And not much really happens right now, I'm just pushing my siege towers up. Except for, this is something that's never really happened to me. He's sending his guys out of the gate to fight me. Oh yeah, and also I'm taking a lot of fire from archers, which usually doesn't happen because they can't get a good angle. Yeah, look at this bastard. He's charging his knights into my Uruks. It actually gets quite a bit of kills. Like, it was at 101, and it starts dropping pretty fast after that. Like, it starts flashing at me, which is not good. So what I do is I'm starting to bring my trolls in, because trolls are really good at chasing cav down, and they're not very vulnerable to missiles per se. So that's really helpful. Oh yeah, and I also charged my Nazgul at him too. Yeah, I lost a lot of guys there. That was 101 down to 81. He's just trying to delay me because the battle is indeed timed. So all he has to do is last, I think, 60 minutes. And I put my spearman in Sheltron to try and, just in case he tried to charge at them again, but he did not end up, in fact, charging at them once again. Yeah, now I'm running my Nazgul up to the wall so they don't get shot at by archers. Yeah, I'm sending my trolls in. Trolls are really good, or pretty good at taking down cav because they can run really fast. Ah, now he's sending them after my archers and my ballista, it looks like. But I do have some... Yeah, I had my archers start shooting at him when I realized that was happening. It doesn't really look like they did a whole lot, though. Oh yeah, there's a couple guys dying, okay. Yeah, he charged into my Uruks before I could get my halberds into position. Halberds are usually good for anti-cav, which is what I attempted to use it for here. But yeah, see, there it goes. They're dying left and right now that the halberds are down. But yeah, it looks like he's going for my ballista, but I took my ballista off the ballista and ran them away. So now they just get a nice dose of Uruks. All right, looks like I'm at the wall now. Let's go take a look. Yeah, and I'm getting my trolls out of the line of fire now. One thing I didn't realize until this game was that if your guys are in Sheltron, they cannot equip siege equipment. So I was just sitting there clicking on the ram really fast, trying to get them to go. And here's my first wave of troops. Some Morannon Guard jumping into the battle-ready Dunedain. Yeah, the battle-ready Dunedain should probably just tear the hell out of my Morannon Guard, because they're a lot better. Yeah, look how fast they're dropping. 93, 92. Oh, now they're starting to overwhelm them now that they're all getting in there. A little bit. Yep, and all my other siege towers are starting to dump men off. I didn't actually have any resistance on this side, which was pretty surprising. And he probably should have put more resistance on the walls so he could get more kills with his archers, because he had a lot of archers. I think he said he had 8 units total. That's a lot. And he also didn't get these guys off quick enough. Oh, wow. Looks like that guy's... Whoa. You guys see that? Look at that little tiny dead ranger in there. Yeah, so I'm killing his archers up here, which is not good, because you want to keep those alive as long as possible. Hey, I let them in. How nice of me. Alright, and then up here, he had a unit of Arnor men-at-arms, I think, coming in from behind, and I sent my Uruks in right behind them, so you see that pile of dead men? That was me demolishing. Like, I don't think that Arnor men-at-arms actually killed a single guy. And I'm sending my trolls in now. For some reason, they can fit through that little door and then come out this one. Like, look at that. They're phasing right through the wall. But yeah. So anyway, the key to besieging Minas Tirith is just attack on as many points as you can and as fast as you can. Like, I'm pushing through here while also pushing through over here to try and get these guys to come and kill the pikemen so that my Morannon Guard don't die too fast, which they died pretty fast. Yeah, pikes versus spears is not usually a good combo. But yeah, I'm victorious so far. Not on this part of the wall, but I've demolished a good chunk of that battle-ready Dunedain, and then I have my other siege tower pouring guys in now. So I'm winning on the walls as of this moment, and then I'm sending these Uruks in behind this pikeman unit, because that's pretty much the only way to really get rid of a pikeman unit is to attack it from behind or tear it apart with archers. But my archers haven't reached yet. Like, I'm still running them over. We're not running them over with my car, you know, but just running them over to this general area. So yeah, it looks like I've lost the battle on the wall right here, pretty much. Like, my Morannon Guard are down to 9 against 10. Oh, wow, that's actually pretty even. That's surprising. Oh, now they're down to 7. Oh, hey, look, a troll. Yeah, the trolls are really also... Trolls are pretty good at breaking through wall defenses. So if you're an evil faction, using your trolls on the walls is a good way to break through the lines and the defenses and make them fall back, especially on Minas Tirith. which is what I did. What he should have been doing here, I'm not sure what he was shooting at here. Yeah, it looks like he was shooting point blank range at my Uruks, but he wasn't really getting a whole lot of kills because those are pretty heavily armored guys. What he should have done probably was shoot at the back of my Morannon guard over there with that archer unit. He would have gotten a lot more kills with it, and probably might have even broken that unit up there, even though my Nazgul are there. But yeah, I'm still getting wrecked because he turned his pikemen around, and this Morannon guard unit, they're just having a rough day. Yeah, poor guys. And also, yeah, he's starting to fall back his guys, and I'm gonna run my trolls down to try and stop as many of the units as I can from retreating, so he doesn't have as many to fight me on the choke point, which is this is the choke point that is the reason that people don't like playing Minas Tirith, because if you just camp your entire army in this choke point right here, you're pretty much golden, like, but it's not fun. Like, you just sit there with a choke point, like, you can leave, you don't even have to take care of your army because nothing's gonna happen. But yeah, he's falling back to that choke point, which is understandable because he didn't take enough infantry, really. He took too many archers, and then he didn't use them very well. So one thing you can do is put your archers in this nice little plaza right here, because this building, you can shoot through it, because it's just the way mods are, really. Like, any Total War mod, the buildings are bound to get messed up somehow, as you can see by our friend here, glitched out Ranger. Look at him. Right there. Yep, he shrunk and he's floating inside the wall. Yeah. Welcome to Third Age. So yeah, I'm trying to cut down as many of the retreating units as I can. So I went for the Arnor men-at-arms. It looks like he initially might have been planning on holding this place, but I'm pretty sure I just plowed through these guys pretty fast. Orc Maulers are really bad though, so I'm not sure. But yeah, anyway, you don't want to keep all of your archers back here. You want to use them as much as you can on the first level, because that's where you're going to get the most damage from them. And also, it looks like he's pushing his catapult up, I think. I saw that earlier. Yeah, he's pushing his catapult up. He's going to try and get this is a good angle for artillery of any kind, really, to fire down on this. And sometimes if you're lucky, it'll allow you to fire over the wall, and if there's an enemy in this area, you can hit them with that. Yeah, right now the balance of power is not looking very good in his favor. I've killed about half of his guys, and he's killed about a third of mine. And since he probably has killed more guys because my army is bigger, but I've killed a higher percentage of his because he has very few guys. And oh yay, I got my archers up on the wall. Look at that. And I'm shooting them at the Arnor men-at-arms, it looks like. Oh, the Junidite Knights too. I wonder if he would have held that if I had started shooting at him. Yep, looks like his Arnor men-at-arms are getting. I'm trying to. Looks like I think I'm trying to chase these guys down. Oh, yeah. Okay, so he's pushing. I think his catapult is glitching out a little bit because he's pushing it out past his men-at-arms. So what I do here is I send my trolls in to try and take out that catapult, because if I can take out that catapult, I can save like hundreds of lives. Yep, I'm going for the catapult. The only problem is that men-at-arms unit is really gonna cause some problems. Yeah, so the catapult is still moving because the men-at-arms are holding my trolls off, and I'm really frantically right now trying to click on the catapult crew to get my trolls to you know, attack it, but it's not working. I'm just killing the men-at-arms. That's just something that's... Trolls are just really bad at following orders. I think that's one of their skills, you know? Like, excellent morale, powerful charge, doesn't follow orders at all. But yeah, so I'm trying to kill the catapult crew to stop the catapult from escaping, but it is not working. They're still pushing it away. Wow, look at those wheels. They're not even rolling. That's an MLG catapult right there. But yeah, I'm still trying to get my trolls to take out that catapult. And all my orcs are now getting in. I'm trying to have them mop up the Arnor men-at-arms so that my trolls can proceed forward. Yeah, so right now it's just not a whole lot's happening. Let's go observe the carnage so far. Yeah, I lost a lot of guys to those archers, that archer-knight combo out here. I'm bringing up my ballista too. I'm not actually sure if my ballista really did a whole lot. It might have though, but yeah. So yeah, look at that pile of dead Arnorian men-at-arms right there. That was because I was able to get these guys through unopposed. Just remember, if you're attacking Minas Tirith, bring a lot of siege towers and bring a lot of really good infantry, but also bring archers. Never forget to bring archers on a siege battle. People often do this, but don't bring too many. There's a balance, you know? You bring too many archers, your infantry die on the walls. You bring too few archers, and you lose the battle. But yeah, so I've broken his men-at-arms, and I'm still chasing down the catapult as hard as I can. And he's started firing his archers at me, which there are. He really shouldn't have kept all these archers back here because all that ammo could have been really useful down on that first level to shoot me in the ass. But yeah, he's shooting into my big blob of works down here. It looks like he's actually gotten a good amount of kills. Oh wow, I even lost a troll down here. That's sad. Poor troll. He just wanted a friend. Probably not. These guys look pretty angry. But yeah, it looks like I have stopped his catapult from retreating. That's good. Yep. Oh, now he's shooting his archers into my big blob of men again. Which, you know, in hindsight, I probably shouldn't have sent all these guys up, but I was really trying. I was trying my hardest to make sure that catapult was not able to fire. And now I'm falling back my trolls because they're taking a lot of archer fire, and I don't want them to die just yet, you know? I'll make them die later, you know? But yeah, the catapult, they're still trying to get that catapult to move it back a little bit, but it looks like it's pretty much done. Yeah, the crew have started to fight now. Yeah, and all my guys are tired, very tired rather, because they've been running this whole thing when I frantically tried to get them to kill that catapult. But yeah, anyway, the rest of the battle is pretty much just us fighting at this choke point. A good way to break through choke points as evil factions is to group up all your guys and have each of them click behind the enemy army so that they push through, because the best thing about the evil factions is the sheer numbers that they have. So your numbers, you can get through their line and inside them, which is what I think I do that in a bit. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, the best thing you can do is use your numbers. You plow through, click through as fast as you can, and have your men run through so that they're all just intermingled with the enemy here, so that you don't get plowed down like archers, like I was doing. Like I had one unit of archers over here trying to return some fire, but they started at 76, now they're at 65. They got eaten up pretty fast. They're not really shooting very effectively. Like I think I've shot 2 volleys at them, and they haven't lost a single guy yet. But yeah, such is life, I suppose. Yeah, his dismounted Dunedain Knights are starting to lose some numbers to my Uruks by assorted orc infantry. And he's sending in another wave of Dunedain Knights. How does he have that much? Yeah, it looks like a large chunk of his army was archers, because he's got about 2/5 of his army left, and it's archers. it's all archers, and then whatever he's got left up here, it's bodyguards. Yeah. Whoops, camera angle. So yeah, I'm having my archers fire over the heads of my guys. We're gonna double the game speed because this is mostly just a grind fest right here. It's not terribly interesting. Which is why it's really not a lot of fun when people just go here. But I understand when he did it because he fell back from the front layer. But some people just won't even attempt to defend their walls. They'll just fall back all the way. And it looks like I forgot about my Uruk archers up here. But yeah, if you fight on the first level, I respect you a lot. Especially in a 1v1, because 1v1s are usually pretty difficult for either side, really, because you don't have teammates to rely on you, or to help you out, really, if you mess up. Yeah, looks like he's getting a lot of friendly fire. He probably shouldn't have started firing like that because yeah, it looks like back here you can see all the dead Duna dying back here on the behind the lines where he's accidentally shot his guys. Yep, right there. Another one right there just died. And you, in a scenario like this, it's not worth it because you're not getting a lot of kills for the amount of friendly fire that you're inflicting. However, it looks like my guys are thinning out. There's a big pile of dead orcs up there because I'm running out of guys up here. Alright, let's check out my archer unit. Hey, it's at 26. That's a pretty big decrease from 75 or 76. Alright. So yeah, I'm running out of guys, of my crap infantry up here. So I think I'm going to probably send up some reserve soon. Or not. I suppose we can just wait. But yeah. We'll just watch this for a little while. We'll watch it really fast speed. There we go. 6.0. Look at that. Nice slideshow. I'm kidding. We're going to turn that back down. No, we're going to turn it back up because this is not a very interesting part of the battle. Alright. So right here, he's decided to send his archers into melee. They were not out of ammo because when they started running towards me, they still have their bows out, which means that they weren't out of ammo. And right about now, he's committing all of his forces. He's even got his bodyguard in there fighting. He might have actually broken through my line if I hadn't been paying attention, but I think I probably started sending up reserves. Alright, there they go. Okay. Yep, I'm setting up a unit of my Uruk halberds to hold the line there because it's really they're pushing me back pretty good. Probably have maybe 90 guys here holding off their elite force. And I still got my 13 archers firing. Yep, that's a nice pile of dead orc archers. And that horn was my general rally guy, my men, because they're getting a little unsteady, you know, like the ex-ambassador song. Gotcha. Okay. All right. I'm not sure. Did I even use my ballista in this battle? I don't think so. But yeah, ballista is probably my favorite artillery piece because unlike catapults or trebuchets, they're accurate as all hell. Albeit they can't break down walls to save their lives. Like, for example, I was in a battle at Minas Tirith, actually, where I was the defender, and they only had a ballista left, and the wall said it was at 100%, but it wasn't destroyed, and the ballista had to shoot it like 6 more times for it to actually be broken. But it said 100%. So that just shows you how wimpy ballistas are when it comes to breaking buildings. But they're a lot better for breaking people. Trademark. Nah, I'm kidding. Yeah, it looks like I'm starting to push up some guys. I'm going to double the game speed again because it's just a big grind fest. And my Uruk halberds are starting to get a little wrecked again. Oh, now they're shooting at my archers once more. Yeah, we're gonna fast forward through this. He's sending his general in again. And I think he's going to send the rest of his archers into melee pretty soon here, too. Because his line is starting to thin as my halberds are pushing through. Oh, and by the way, you know, you hear those silent spots every once in a while in the music, in the sounds of the battle? That would be the announcer speaking. But due to some people telling me I should have him cut out, I cut him out. But for some reason, the audio just doesn't understand it, and it just like cuts out completely whenever the announcer is supposed to be talking. But you know, I suppose it's better than having him interrupt me all the time, which is thank you, the Viking lad, for giving me that advice. Oh, and thanks to my roommate for letting me borrow his headset. If in case you noticed, I sound a bit different this time, probably more clear, which is pretty helpful for recording YouTube videos, you know? Yeah, it looks like Arnor has committed the rest of his forces, pretty much. I don't think he has any guys left. Unless there's, like, someone... Oh, look. There he is, the one Arnor... Oh, there they are! Some Arnor men-at-arms that I broke at the wall earlier. Oh, one thing, if you're on Minas Tirith, one thing I like to do is have a guy, like just a single unit, all the way up here at the plaza, at the city center, so that if worst comes to worst, I can hold, like with all of my men, you know, fight to the last man, as it were. But Arnor did not do that. I mean, it just makes the battle longer than it should be sometimes. But yeah, it's worth it, you know, just to make your enemies have to fight for every inch. Okay, so you know that strategy I told you guys earlier about having your guys just run through to break holes in their lines? I did that with my trolls, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back around with my trolls to attack them from behind so that they rout. Because that's all I need to do. I just need to break this last little resistance, and then I've won. Looks like I'm shooting myself a little bit, though, getting some friendly fire. But yeah, I probably would have lost this battle, actually, if I hadn't killed that catapult. Because that catapult would have wrecked all the orc infantry that I had. And let me tell you, when orc infantry get hit by one flaming catapult ball, they break pretty much instantly. And I've had that happen to me several times. Surprisingly, it was usually my ally that shot me in the ass with those flaming catapult balls. But you know, you can't really control where they aim, I suppose. But you know, you can control who they shoot at, and maybe not try to shoot people that are really close to your allies' infantry. You know, but that's all right. Yeah, it looks like I'm just finishing off his army, killing the guys that are routing, you know. No survivors, kill everyone. Oh, looks like, oh, never mind, they broke. Yep, this looks like this is just about it. Oh, the bodyguards are still fighting, though. The bodyguards are still fighting. His general's having a hell of a time. He's fighting to the last man. Look at him. You go, Mr. Arnorian General. You kick some ass. Kill my men! Yeah, now I'm surrounding him with halberds, which is pretty much game over for him, any sort of cav unit. He's about to get eaten alive by halberds. Yep, there he goes. Alright. And that is the battle, I think. Unless, yeah, it looks like those men-at-arms are just now... They should be... They might be fighting me, actually. Yep, there they are. The last unit he has, the Arnorian heavy archers, it looks like. Yep, they're wavering. And are they gonna break, or are they gonna fight? Let's find out. Oh, they're wavering still. Are they gonna fight? And nope, they're just gonna rout. There they go. And that's the battle, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, very good. So essentially, just if you're defending Minas Tirith, make sure you use your archers on the first level if at all possible, and have your artillery down here too, so you can fire. But otherwise, that guy did pretty good. He held off the wall for a pretty good amount of time, and it was a fun battle to play. And then I played with him again afterwards. He's a pretty cool guy. Anyway, thank you all for watching. If you have any comments, tips, information about the weather, you know, anything you want, just leave a comment or send me an email. Thanks, guys. Hope you have a good one.